Hi folks, welcome to the Sabre Zone. This is the video on this channel that always discusses what you had to say and how you said it. So we will look at, and you know, sometimes I like the simple ones. Well, I found a simple one and I had saved it. And we're going to take a look at it now. Here it is. Shout out goes to Wayne. Little grit and a goalie, we'd be all right. And that is really the tale of the story, guys. That really is. Is it any simpler than that? I like simple, guys. If you're going to go and complicate things, like this whole Ben Bishop thing is driving me nuts, how some people just can't seem to understand. It doesn't matter. Oh, we could have spent the money a better way. We're not spending any money. We're taking on a cap hit. We're not spending money. It's not your money. It's not my money. It's Pagula's. He wants to be stupid that way. Let him be. But if it covers us in a situation where we're in a cap crunch at the beginning of the year, by all means, go for it. This has nothing to do with July, guys. It doesn't. You know, if we don't have, put it this way, if we don't have enough space covered by October, we can't play. So we need to cover that. So I don't read into things like some of you guys do with the conspiracy theories. I just don't. All of you told me this before. There was other things we've talked about before. And, it, you know, you told me I was out of my mind when I said we trade Jack last year. No. I know what he's doing here. He's just covering the basis. That's all he's doing, Adams. It's not about the team trying to be cheap and all this. What sense would it make to go and pay somebody that doesn't play for us? Please explain. You know what I mean? That's not what he's doing. But people see it like, oh my God, he is going to pay somebody $5 million not to play for us, which he's not making $5 million. He's making $3.5 million. And we pay, because of the insurance on the LTIR and whatever, injured reserve. I don't even want to get into the money aspect of it, guys. It doesn't matter. It's not going to, we might not need to worry about it. It's a one-year thing. So what? So we flip another salary. Who cares? Did Boychuk ruin our season last year, guys? Did he? Did his contract ruin us last year? No. So you're looking for reasons to come and complain, right? That's what it is. No, don't, please. And when it comes to this team, be a little patient. Be a little patient. What Wayne's talking about right there, we need grit and a goalie. It's not going to cost $30 million. We have a ton of cap space. We got to get some guys lined up, yes, but let's get the right ones. Instead of paying guys that can win face-offs $2.5 million, why not pay a guy like Matt Martin $1.5 million to take out everybody on the ice and Clutterbuck? You know? This is my way of thinking. Get out there and get hard, get tough. You know, get tough on the opponents. And I'll tell you what, we'll get some respect. Don't you worry, you know. We've got to sign the right players. The cap is not even something we should be concerned about because Adams has fixed it. He got rid of high-priced ticket guys that were doing nothing for us, like Reinhardt and Risto. As much as I love Risto, we weren't winning with these guys. We had to get rid of them. So we got rid of them. We took on less salary. We looked better, okay? We look better. Do we need to be a capped out team really to be like a powerhouse? No, because I can show examples there later. I could show examples. I'm going to do a video on the cap in a sec after this one. Look, we got to, like Wayne said, we got to attack two conditional things this offseason. Grit. For me, grit comes before the goalie because goalie's one guy. You just got to find one guy and sign one guy and give him money and say, here, please play, sign, okay, thank you, goodbye. That's it. That's what'll happen. We will sign a goalie. I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all about that, actually. Not even concerned. Not yet. Not until I see the UFA season come and go and we haven't got somebody signed, then I'll worry with you, okay? But I've learned in my life, in my sobriety, I've learned I don't panic about things that are out of my control. I don't do that to myself, and I don't put it upon others as well. So please don't put it upon me. I'm not going to deal with it. What I can tell you, as a fan, okay, is just a little patience might go a long way, right? And what Wayne said there is exactly spot on. He kept it so simple. A little grit, a goalie, we're good. You know, that's all we need. We need some sandpaper in the lineup and a goalie who's capable of stopping pucks, who's not on his last legs of his career and has maybe 3-4 years left in him. And if we do that, we're good. We're good. That gives us time to sign Levi. It gives us time to develop Levi and do other things that we want to do. And Portillo. I don't want to write off Portillo. He could be the guy in the future. He could be. I'm getting the feel it's not UPL, guys. I just am. You know, it's one of those things that I can't seem to get rid of. I hope I'm wrong. I hope UPL comes in and he's a stud all year. I just hope so. I hope so. I don't know where we're going with that. We'll see. But the grit is something I'm more concerned about. It is, you know, and if we can attack that, really attack that this offseason, we'll have a completely different looking team, guys. A team we'll be proud of and have fun watching. And in games we lose, we're taking out the body, we're screaming, we're yelling, we're having a blast watching this team again. I want those days to come back, guys. I do. I really do. I want to see the days come back where I just know if we're not scoring, somebody's getting lined up on the boards very soon. You just knew it back in the day with the Sabres. Please, please, God in heaven, hear it. You know, bring it back. Bring those days back because these fans need something, man. And we need to get this team going again, not just... I get it. We had a good finish to the season, but it was a very non-physical finish. It wasn't really that impressive that way. And if we had a few hitters in that lineup, I think a lot of those wins would have went a lot easier down the stretch. I really do. I really think that if we can attack our weakness, you know, not so much our needs, what we want and what we, you know, maybe our needs. I shouldn't say not our needs, not our wants, guys, okay? Our needs is this team has to get tougher. That's our needs. Our wants is a goalie. Yes, we need a goalie, of course. But it's one guy. I want to say it again and again. It's one guy, one contract, one phone call. That's all it is. You're with the agent, you're on the phone, he likes the offer. We got a deal. And that's it. That's what's going to happen. There's going to be goalies available. There's no other way of looking at it. There's no way we can predict who it's going to be. I'm hoping it's going to be a guy like Holtby for a few million bucks. We'll have a goalie with a Stanley Cup ring, who's a very intense guy, as we all know, in the nets, basically getting underpaid for who he is. That is what we would be getting if we got Holtby for like $2-3 million bucks. I think so. You know, I see guys like Lanner making $5 million, but Holtby, a Stanley Cup champion, making less, who's had a better career. Don't get me started about Leonard. But if we can go on and get a guy like this, then everybody in Buffalo's happy. All of a sudden, we sign a goalie who has a Stanley Cup ring, and we're just talking. We got a Holtby. We're good. We're good for next year. And I think everybody would be good with it, getting a guy like that. We don't have to go and get the Hall of Fame guy every time. You know, we don't have to get the top UFAs. I want to go on the record as saying that. If we do that, I'll be furious. We do not overspend an unrestricted free agency, guys. We don't. We got to be smart. We address the needs like Wayne's talking about. Grit, goaltending. Goaltending, honestly, 2.5, let's say $3 million. We'll leave that at $3 million. Grit, we put that aside. Another $4 to $5 million. We'll say $8 million tops. We get two guys there. We get the goalie. This team's ready. We get a guy like Gudas, I'll say. Gudas, we get a guy like Matt Martin. We get a Gudas in the back end, a Matt Martin up front, a Holtby in nets. How would this team look next year? How would you all feel? That would cost about $8 million bucks. That's what Taylor Hall costed us, guys. And Taylor Hall was useless. We knew it, we seen it, we felt it. We didn't like it, but he was useless. He was. He had no heart. He didn't play with any desire. He was there for the money, and he made it painfully obvious. You know, he even held us ransom in the deal to Boston. Thank God they signed him, because I know that contract will come back to haunt them, and they're a rival, and that contract will hurt Boston in the future. which we're going to talk about in a video in a bit here with Boston and their cap issues right now. But I think that's what we need. 2.5 million guys. Say maybe a 3 and a 2, or 3 and 3 even. I'm good with that. That's the way to spend the money. Not go and get a $9 million defenseman and an $8 million forward. I would cry if we did that, guys. I would. Because all it takes is one injury, and we're back in the pits again, and we got cap problems. No, we don't want cap problems. Smart GMs don't have cap issues till they've won a cup. Then they're allowed. That's it. I'm out of here. Thanks for listening again. I'm on a rant tonight, eh? But okay, I got a few more videos coming your way. Some ones we want to look at. I'll see you in that, guys. Till then.